Haunted Hearing Aid. Recorded live by Luigi C. Russo, Chief Poet Officer of PoetLuigi.com. He will also comment on various entertainments recently consumed. And now, let us hear. Vanessa Morrison in a calm voice, until my mother walked in and said for her husband to hurry up because she needs him to do something real quick. Plus they have a date night at a bar in 82. So he spit all over me, not my face, slid his disgusting in me. I cried for my mother. She was absent. Friend, shit, V? Why are you telling me this? What is going on? You are scaring Vanessa Morrison in and out. His stinking cigarette breath, I tried hard to remove his entire filth off of me. It was much too large. Luckily, he was less than 3 minutes. All I could do was watch the time echo on by. 1 minute, minute, 2 minutes, minute, 3, on and on and on. He finished, raised off of me, smiled and told me how cute I am, and tight and out of sight, and maybe tonight he would come in again, last a little longer. Maybe I should hook up with his son or brother. I stared in horror. Then my mom came back, asked me if I was hungry as he zipped up. I stood up, smacked her in the face, and a sharp pain hit my head. I woke up off the floor a little later to an empty house. I showered, drove to the bar with razor blade, parked the car a ways down before I got out of the car. I dressed in my mom's clothes and a ridiculous blonde wig. Walked away, waiting in the back of the car. A few hours passed. He got in first. I quickly sat up, slit his throat. My mom got in, giggling drunk. I slit her throat, got out, walked back, drove to his brother's trailer. Trailer door open. I walked in. His brother was passed out. I slit his throat. I drove to the son's apartment. I knocked on the door. The son answered, smiled, and with drunken glazed eyes, he asked me if I was gonna suck his dick. I looked, smiled, sliced his throat, pushed him back so I could close the door. He staggered, stumbled, bled, fell back, tripped. I closed the door. As I closed the door, I made sure it was my face he saw in his last dying breath. Friend, Vanessa Morrison. I tossed the blade into a lake, burned all clothes and wig. Sheriff didn't come until a week later. My mom had no proper ID as to her living situation. The stepdad had no current identification either, plus no marriage license with proper names. No one suspected. No one. Small town bliss, small town innocence. Sorry, but since you brought up my mom and stepdad, I gave it to you. I have to get to class. See you around. Friend, but I didn't. She repeats, I didn't, over and over until silence fades to blackness. Rain flurries, fiercely blowing, creative sprinkles upon country houses. A young man sits in his garage sipping on a beer, watching nature play with itself. His girl is out and about, or maybe just at a restaurant, but what matters is that today is his day off. He completed his homework, the oil change, his workout, even had a moment to jerk off and check some social media action. Feeling pretty good, especially since he'd been drinking steadily Guinness since about 10:11 a.m. Rain, rain, don't you go. Let your sky's tears bring forth, wet the grass, sway the trees, to let the little creatures cower in shades harder and harder. Rain, rain, don't go away. Stay your course. Let the world feel your sweet, wet embrace. Be thankful, crops will be nourished. Just don't rain for days. Rain patters, the garage, roof, tapping the siding, flushing through the gutter. Smell it, fresh rain. Related in the background is Jim Morrison's voice mellowing out lyrics to the end. Ah, yes. Who would ask anything more than country land, the peace and safety and nature and appreciation for the laughter world echoes and freedom to piss right outside the garage? Don't worry, the rain will wash it away. The rain washes away nearly all particles of the universe, including the chewing tobacco. The boy's girl despises so much, musing with himself over his girl and their oddities of one another till the rain looks odd, as if the drops were hidden in an invisible moving object shaped like a man object, predator, cloak, and device. But here was a massive madman, broad shoulders, long strides. The boy feels a huge urge to run but cannot move. Feels as if glued to his seat. He whimpers as the gray-colored figure approaches closer and closer. The crunch of each step under the gravel, heard echoing loudly and forever. Rain pattering. The fierce creature was mad. Long hair hanging over shoulders, soaked with rain, and eyes of steel, looking like in shattered glass. The boy prays as the thing reaches for a large knife and is about to strike the young boy living in a neighborhood where violence is not common. The boy closes eyes and screams. The figure lunges at the seated boy, passing right through, fading into the garage scenery. Boy, clueless, frightened, showers and goes to bed, trembling for the next 7 to 8 months, lacking words to speak about the ordeal. Scene downtown M. The boring scenery of crowded businesses, crowded houses, crowded side streets, a fast food chain, some apartments, post office, bank, industrial parkway, drive, street, road, dreary, especially at the four buildings making up various auto repair shops, auto mechanic, auto parts, auto repair, auto classes. These four buildings located near the property self-citizen proclaimed speed trap, drive at 45 with sign 35 ahead, drive at 35 with sign 25 ahead, drive at 25 up ahead at 45, drive at 45, that 25 mile per hour zone is a cop's money's delights. Word in town is money is not being made on tickets. Next to the speed trap are marshlands, and over the marshlands is a bridge newly fixed, and what a traffic holdup that was. The $1 million business executive who owns the four auto buildings is Michael Scott, a tall Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, but very young, mid-40s. Bright, savvy, hungers to conquer the business world, but once figured he'd start small and build his way up. Trouble is he fell in love with the small town. His mansion canceled, surrounded by a wall and acres of land in H-Town. Michael Scott's goals are to own a pizza shop, multi-complex gym, weight room, library, classroom, gym. Young, rich, hungry. So he stops at a small Italian restaurant near his job. A salad, a sub will most definitely do. Staring at the menu, unaware of an unattractive waitress standing on his right side, his totally deaf side peering into a small two-sided menu, yet senses a presence on his right. He thought he heard someone ask what it will be. Michael Scott's. After noticing the waitress, I truly do apologize. I was in La La Land with thoughts of possible ways to increase auto classes, teach the public about how to fix cars. I will take 2 buds. No, 2 La Balls. Okay then. I will take your spicy meatball fullness with the no garden salad. Waitress, is that all? Michael Scott. Oh, how rude of me. I'm sorry. Did I mention 2 La Balls? Waitress, yeah. Michael Scott, I meant to say 3. I have to start the morning off right. You know what I mean. Waitress, no. Waitress walks away. Michael Scott's, of course not. Michael Scott's hears a sharp beep that pierces sharply into his hearing aid in his left ear, and in the ear hearing aid, made extra small due to his self-consciousness attitude about how others view him. Many might view him as being weak because he only has one ear to hear. Here comes the beer. The waitress smiles quickly as if to judge him. He smiles back, thinks how he wants to buy this place, then fire her. Then hire sexy young females. That concludes today's reading of Haunted Hearing Aid Volume 1, Evil is Here. Now, let's move on to Hearing Aid On, Hearing Aid Off. What we got here? We got the 1994 Italy vs. Brazil World Cup Championship game. After all these years, however many years that equals, I finally brought myself to watch it in the year 2026. It was just, Baggio's playing hurt. Brazil had a couple opportunities. It was just meant to be. That's all you could say. It was a beautiful game, and they were hot and tired, played hard, definitely Hearing It On. The 1998 World Cup, Italy versus Chile. They had Baggio was still on the team, Cannavaro, Maldini, and then Coach Maldini. And then Vieri was on the team. Didn't realize how tall he is. Chiesa. His father was on the team. I think Federico, who plays now, or 2021 Euro Cup. Anyways, it was a good game to watch. It was just fun to watch game. It was 2-2. And, good game. Late Baggio penalty kick in the end. Tied up. Good game. Hearing It On. Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi's greatest hits. There's a couple hits on there. I wasn't too thrilled, his hits. Other than that, some, not so hits. So I'll give that a Hearing It Off. Claro. Am I saying it right? Charm. It's a Clairo. The album is called Charm. It was just one big song of a bore. And couldn't wait to be over. Hearing It Off. I read a little article from Time Magazine, books King of Horror. It was written in 1986 about Stephen King and how, it was a picture of some of the G.I. Joes on his desk, work desk, the computer, and, talks about how he made $400,000 from one title. Crazy. Article, Hearing It On. Cinderella, the very best of Cinderella. Cannot stand the hair. I couldn't stand the voice. Just reminded me too much of big hair bands. Just wish midnight never came. Wish midnight came sooner. Hearing It Off. We got this. Circa Survive. Two Dreams. The singer actually reminded me of the Cranberry singer, and then I found out that it was actually a male. Very, very feminine sounding. And, it was a depressing sound, but for some reason this album really worked. Don't know why. I'll give that a Hearing It On. Pink Flamingos. Oh dear, I watched this movie. Oh, I felt disgusted. That movie was pure filthy. Huge filthy Hearing Aid Off. Bush. Loaded. The Greatest Hits, 1994 to 2023. Is that right? I don't know. But either way, the music was alright. The voice was not cutting it. Guess I'm not a fan of Bush. So Hearing It Off. The Toxic Avenger. The original Toxic Avenger. The internet said there were some G.I. Joe scenes in there. Did not see it. And but I mean, you can't forget Cigar Face. Just over the top fights. Man, I loved that movie when I was little. Still love it now. And definitely hearing it on. Here's a unique album. Cars. Complete greatest hits. As a 3 CD set, numerous songs. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. Cars. Complete greatest hits, not to be confused with another 3 disc CD set later on. Cars. Complete greatest hits. I didn't even know they sang many songs they did. I always think Cars is like a like 80s punk band for some reason. But man, they had a lot of good hits. I'll give this one a hearing it on. Watched Silent Night, Deadly Night. I saw when I was little, but I was looking for some G.I. Joe stuff. Saw them, an open box, like a packaging box, and a Halloween mask. It was just a good, simple horror as to why somebody would hate Santa Claus. Hearing it on. Bullet Boys from Out of the Skies. It varied. Different vocals, different music style from song to song. But the heavy metal ones, that was a huge turn off. So Bullet Boys get a hearing aid off. Now this is the one. This is Cars Songs Party. The absolutely essential 3 CD collection. Man, I didn't realize there's so many songs about cars. It's like blues, 50s songs. I mean, yeah, like a lot of Chuck Berry songs. You had Black Cadillac, Cadillac Baby, Cadillac, Red Cadillac. You name it about Cadillac and other songs. It was good. I liked it. Hearing a good variety of songs. And even Howlin' Wolf had a song about cars. Hearing it on. Alright, the last one. Alicia Cara. Love and Hyperbole. She has a beautiful voice. Just beautiful. That's all I can say. Beautiful voice. Hearing it on. So, apologize for posting this day late. And because we just had some internet issues and electricity. So, peace out.